Once seen as the former savior of Cryptopia, leading the charge against the institutional opposition, he who shall not be named has turned out to be a wolf in sheep's clothing, revealing himself to be the crypto devil, out for his own gain. Welcome to Cryptopia, where we discuss the utopian rise of cryptocurrency as the battle against regulation, bans, scams, and non-believers continue. On the front lines today, crypto versus Elon. He who shall not be named has been creating quite the stir during this bull run. The Tesla CEO and founder raised Bitcoin arguably higher than anyone else who had been talking about it at the time, praising BTC through a series of tweets and publicly announcing his well-known company Tesla had a large stake in BTC itself. He who shall not be named supports BTC and what it's doing and the technology as a whole. And in typical fashion, this individual took it upon himself to champion a meme coin known as Doge, state it was the people's coin. Perhaps we should have known, or maybe we just wanted BTC and crypto as a whole to succeed so badly that we put our faith in the wrong place, which is something that has been a thorn in my side for some time now. I am getting really sick and tired of hearing this. Why are we listening to him? Why are we listening to any banks, politicians, or celebrities? Why are we not listening to the peer that BTC and crypto's potential is massive? Its whole purpose is to function without anybody, person, or persons ruling it. Yet we try to find a leader or ruler to tell us if it's a good thing or not to invest in, to believe in. Now, though very smart, he who shall not be named doesn't mean he's out for us. He is a billionaire after all, and a genius. I dare say he probably doesn't even look at most human beings as anywhere near him. It seems to me he's simply playing a game at this point. He doesn't need the money, but it's a game that would cost people thousands, if not more, for the people that do need that money. All jokes aside, Elon is no stranger to market manipulation. In fact, in 2018, he was charged for that such thing. This statement released by the SEC says, the Security and Exchange Commission today charged Elon Musk, CEO and chairman of Silicon Valley-based Tesla Inc., with securities fraud for a series of false and misleading tweets about a potential transaction to take Tesla private. The TLD are August 7, 2018, Musk tweeted to his 22 million Twitter followers that he could take Tesla private, that funding for the transaction had been secured, and that the only remaining uncertainty was a shareholder vote. The SEC determined that Musk had not discussed any specific deal terms with any potential financial partners, and that he allegedly knew that the potential transaction was uncertain and subject to numerous contingencies. Elon's tweets caused Tesla stock price to jump over 6% on August 7th and led to significant market disruption. This is becoming something of a pattern, one I really believe makes Elon think he's above it all. I don't want to go as far as to say he thinks he's a god or something, but he definitely thinks he can get away with things that others most likely wouldn't, and to some degree he's kind of right. Adding to my belief that he thinks he's above it all is Doge. According to this article from Coinbase, it's also Elon at his most, Elon asserting his expertise in crypto just as eagerly as he claimed he would bring world-changing innovations to rescue submarines and respirators and public transit, all of which ended in some degree of disappointment, by the way. Musk isn't alone in this unfortunate habit. Successful tech entrepreneurs, or even just lucky investors, seem particularly vulnerable to what is known as the Peter Principle. The principle basically says that successful people will expand into new areas until they hit the limit of their ability and fail, sometimes spectacularly. Wouldn't be such a big deal if innocent people didn't get caught in the crossfire along the way. Silicon Valley leaders in particular seem frequently eager to stretch beyond what they know and prove that their unique insight applies more broadly. Like Musk, they're frequently wrong. I don't know if I've said this in a video before or not, but I'm a firm believer that just because you're a doctor or a lawyer or whatever smart labeled job you have, you're an idiot, because you're not smart in everything. Humble yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, Elon is one of a kind, and yes, he is a genius. and I like what he's doing. But what I'm saying is because he is a smart investor and a businessman, he's gonna use his business cunning to try all manner of BS he can think of, and everyone is more or less just collateral damage. Let's take the latest event with Bitcoin, the energy issue that he brought up as to why he did not trust it anymore or whatever. The energy issue that Bitcoin faces are not new, and they're not a secret. In fact, if Elon and his people did not know this, I take back all I've said about his cunning. There are growing attempts to turn Bitcoin green and mitigate the environmental harms of mining, and this is happening in Canada, even for one, where I am. Projects in Canada are looking to redirect Bitcoin's mining away from fossil fuels toward hydroelectricity, solar, and wind. Neptune Digital Assets, a cryptocurrency mining company in Vancouver, teamed up with Link Global Technologies, another Canadian cryptocurrency mining company, to create a project for clean energy Bitcoin. The new initiative, called Pure Digital Power, will be based in Alberta and uses solar, wind, and some natural gases to mine Bitcoin. On top of that, most of the larger BTC mining companies place their mining operations in the tundra or other places where no one will be affected, and they can make use of natural green energy like the previously mentioned companies. Elon has shown the hole in our market and that people don't do their own research, that they don't pay attention to what's really going on, and it will be some time still before BTC and crypto overall mature. What I don't want to see is the big players take all the dips and everyone else doesn't get their share. This is a coordinated effort by the higher players, and they're taking full advantage. Don't be the sucker without the bag, or holding the bag. Whatever, whichever one's one, make sure you get your money. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back for more Cryptopian adoption.